It's a Parkinson's walk, so must be Friday then. Out here enjoying the great British summer. Right, if you're all sitting comfortably, I shall begin. A little bit to get through. Right, matters arising. This is from the previous vlog that we did a couple of weeks ago. Gary Dwyer says, thank goodness for all the very knowledgeable people that can add to the history of the subjects. Yeah, I've touched on that in the vlog. It's you people out there that make this more interesting. It's wonderful. People that will watch and share their experiences, and as Gary says, you won't get that in any other research because it's people's personal experiences. Well done guys, well done. Sumac MacArthur, who is our canine mascot, our official virtual mascot, who wrote in that James Weeks is her beloved owner. Good old James. Sumac writes in and says, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, it's as if you can see me from here, Ron. You might recall, I hope everybody's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was talking about James actually, Sumac. Okay. I noticed Andrew Merriman's not beyond trying to wind James up either, now and again. Yeah, good, good old Andrew. I wonder if I could share with you a little story from my past, as related to me by my old Uncle Fred, who said when he was a young lad, they lived in a terraced house and they had a donkey. And the donkey lived out the back. So the only way to get him to the front, where he used to pull a small cart, was of course through the house, through the kitchen, through the parlour, down the passageway. The donkey had an unfortunate flatulence problem when he was nervous, and going through the house made him nervous, and squeezing through tight doorways didn't help. Now, Granny liked animals, but she could only take so much, and after a little while, if things weren't going well, Granny used to get her walking stick and start waving her stick about, which of course made the donkey more nervous, which with the obvious results. And I picture that sometimes in my mind, the tableau, Grandad at the front pulling and Granny at the back jumping up and down, and odd noises emanating from the donkey. What a lovely picture. Anyway, I transgress. Hairy Golfer Simon. This is again about the vlog. Can I put in an order for a couple of pounds of apples, please? He's obviously been eyeballing in the back here. Are they Bramleys? And have you got any rhubarb too? Yes, Simon, hang on mate, I'll get you some custard to go with it if you like. Moving swiftly on, last week's film. This was proposed by Andrew, our Andrew Merriman. And Andrew says, you might remember it was the railway triangle coming from Barclay Road Station. Andrew says that in his research, all three legs of that triangle were owned by different railway companies. Can you imagine? How on earth did they sort all that out? Three different companies, there's only three rails there. Three rails there, all owned by different companies. And he says the signalman's wages and the running costs of the three signal boxes would have been a nightmare for accountants. Yeah, I bet it was. Christ, I have to sort that out. Now, Andrew does lots of research for us. He's been going through my back catalogue, and he's got to the Sharpness Railways one, which links in nicely to the one we had last week. And I encourage you to go back and have a look at that, and then read Andrew's comments, because he's trying to sort out the different bridges, viaducts, call them what you will. He's done quite a bit of research on that to try and sort out which one is which. Brilliant. Go and read Andrew's comments. And of course Andrew also helps out other people, doesn't he, on our channel. West Country Wanderings, young Paul. Thanks Andrew for a clarification explanation on one of the points. If you have any problems, give Andrew a call. We'll stick it in the comments and Andrew will pick it up and away we go. We have abandoned rail beds, always interesting. Jim from northern New York, joining the merry band. Hi Jim. Gary Dwyer said it looked a beautiful day for exploring old railways. Miss Marple would have been pleased with your detective work. Good old miss. She's still going. Christ. Claire Perry put a comment in. Claire contacted me all ages ago to say that they used to sit down and watch Parkinson's walks every Friday as a family. Lovely thing to do. And she's commented again, we still sit down as a family to watch your walks. Brilliant. Well done you, Claire and family. She says, fantastic video. This is referring of course to the Bristol, the Barclay Triangle. Fantastic video. Was a bit concerned for your safety. At 16 minutes into the video, we spotted what looks like a rather large crocodile poking its head out of the trees. Blimey. Well, that's what it looked like. Made us all chuckle. Yeah, good. I'm pleased about that. Glad I didn't spot it because I'd have been out of there a bit smartish, I think. Well done, Claire and family. Simon again, our hairy golfer friend. He reckons that plate layer's hut could be worth a lot of money in the current climate, and he suggests, since things are a bit difficult sometimes, that I should take a bag of sawdust crumbs with me so I can lay a trail to get back out again. Yeah, that would have been useful with that one. You've got nettles all around you, crikey. It all looks much the same really. Ah dear. Jim Nichols agrees with Simon there that if your property prices are going up at the rate ours are in New Zealand, that plate layer's hut could be worth quite a bit by now. Yeah. Jim and I have been exchanging comments because I had a particular problem, or I get it occasionally, where a comment will come through on the channel and I click on it to respond to it and it just disappears. But Jim says he has the same problem, so it's not just me, it's a YouTube issue somewhere along the line, it would appear. So if I don't respond to one of your comments, I don't think I've forgotten you. I respond to them all if I can. There could be an issue, and I have to say, in YouTube's defence, I had a comment come through, someone was having Parkinson's issues, and I thought I would like to contact them, but it's one of these that disappeared, which was unfortunate. So I thought, well, I'll send a feedback to YouTube. They fixed the problem overnight, which blows my mind really. And the next day I was able to see the complete comment and respond to it. I think probably because it was a Parkinson's issue, they felt perhaps it needed a little bit of an emergency treatment. It's good. So well done YouTube. They don't get everything wrong, they don't get everything right. That's true. Yes. As Sumac MacArthur, looking at the where we were grovelling around amongst the nettles and things, reckons he could do a better job than Iron Bar poking around to try and find the signal box. Yeah, you probably could, couldn't you, our canine colleague? Now, James Weeks, Sumac's trusted slave, said the trouble with enjoying your walks Thursday night appears to be with the OVM, official virtual mascot, who is, as I type this, snoring rather loudly here next to me. Well done. We'll watch it again in the morning when she's a bit more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She's got a bushy tail by default, so we're at least halfway there. Oh dear. Yes, Rodney Masters reckons I must have trained with the Royal Marine Commando unit or an SAS unit. So yeah, it does feel like that occasionally when we're out and about. Right, now Sharon Idle, our Sharon. Love Sharon. Something to bear in mind in places with lots of nettles. The stinging nettle is probably the most nutritious vegetable in the UK, and it's free. Despite being a little difficult to gather, the leaves, not the stems. After cooking, it's a great way to help stay healthy. They boil down as much as or more than spinach, so a lot needs to be gathered. Thank you, Sharon. Next time I'm up to my neck in nettles, I'll give that a thought. Paul from West Country Wandering says, yes, I hear you can make tasty soup from them, though I've never tried it. The Cornish wrap their cheese in them. Yuck. I'm moving swiftly on. Right, next week. Oh dear. Cars. It's not railways next week. It'll be, the next couple will be railways, but this one is on cars. I went to a newish museum, a couple of months old museum, with my young son a few weeks ago on Father's Day. He took me up there as a treat, and I did some filming up there, and I think it's probably worth an airing. Give it a look. It's supposed to be the cars, it's not old cars, well there are some old cars, and it's not super, well there are some super, you're just going to have to watch it. It's supposed to be the situation where you say, oh, my dad had one of those, but I think most of us watching this are of an age that we probably think, yeah, I had one of those. So give that a look. Now then, film club. We've had boats, we've had trains, we've had all sorts of things on here, haven't we? Well, this week it's tanks. No, Simon, not water tanks. I know you're not interested in water tanks. These are the other sort of tanks, you know, with the caterpillar tracks and the big gun thing sticking out. Give it a look, and I'll see you then next Friday. I'm going to have a look at a lovely car museum with me and my young lad. That's in Derby, by the way, so it's quite a leg from here. I don't know where it is from where you are. If you're Gary Dwyer or Jim Nichols, it's quite a step. Anyway, I'll see you there next Friday. Don't be late.